Organizations that support Maine's unhoused populations are drawing more attention now to recent setbacks. Last week, York County's only emergency shelter closed. Homelessness advocates now say other communities are at risk. As News Center Maine's Raya Wooten reports tonight, there's a growing fear that unhoused people will soon have even fewer places to turn to.
The state's known all along that we've had a homeless problem.
Organizers from Homeless Voices for Justice are laying out these sleeping pads as a way to recognize and acknowledge the 37 people experiencing homelessness who were displaced by the closure of the York County shelter.
Every emotion in the book, because I just sat there and, cried for a good hour.
Roland was one of the 37 people who lost their safe place to sleep when York County shelter closed last week. Although he's now staying at Seeds of Hope shelter in Biddeford, he joined many others at the State House during the silent demonstration as they wait for state representatives and senators to walk by, an act of making those in charge more aware of the critical state of homelessness Mainers are experiencing.
I don't think they understand, period. Because if they understood, this wouldn't be happening.
One that puts lives at risk.
Democratic Representative Michelle Meyer stands by those who participated in the demonstration at a press conference. She says the demand for shelters and services for the unhoused is rising, but state support for emergency shelters remains stagnant.
As you can clearly see in the data, the need for shelter has grown across the entire state. More than 4,000 Mainers are unsheltered, yet our shelter network has only 1,200 beds across the entire state. Data from Maine Housing shows that statewide homelessness increased by 35% in 1 year, and homelessness in York County increased by 88% in the same time frame. And there's also a shelter in Aroostook County that's at risk of closure. What do these statistics tell you?
I think a lot of what it's telling us is that there's just a need that we're looking at, like I've said, at large geography, and that the only way to address it is to really think systematically about what we're doing and to support the services that we have.
At the State House, Raya Wooten, News Center Maine.